Hey guys, we're in the R8. You know what day it is? It's Saturday. Rocking the blue shirt today. We are going to look at another deal for a real estate development project. We have approximately 1,600 square feet of space in this project that should be leased up right away. And so I'm gonna go take a look around and see if I can come up with maybe two other tenants that would occupy, combined somewhere around 4,000 additional square feet, give or take. So, kind of give you a rundown of where we're at. We're back in Ada. This is kind of where I do a lot of my deals. This is where I'm very familiar with. Have good connection to the community, and it's just one of those things. So this is my pond, so to speak. The project that we're going to look at, it's on Lonnie Abbott. It's across and down from, so it's on the south side of the road. It's down the street from my existing project that you guys have seen. By the way, building should be in on that one first part of May, so that's going to be really cool. So that's kind of where we're at. That's what we're looking at. We're going to get down here and do a little extra. Remember, 8 to 5, that's for your boss. All the other times, that's where you get ahead. So that's why we're working at 9 a.m. on a Saturday morning. Because we want to get ahead. We like the nice things. We want to be able to provide for our families. We want to get ahead. Kind of set that launch pad for future generations. So, as we head down this road, we're going to go take a look at this thing, and then we will see where we get to. Passing Walmart right now. Jack in the Box. Walmart is our shadow anchor for the one that's next to Chick-fil-A. So we've got shadow anchor, Chick-fil-A, Aldi, Walmart, Supercenter. Those are kind of things that you want to have available to you as you're doing your projects. Those are the things that will add value to your deal that you don't have to put dollars into. So we're gonna get down here. My initial thought for the other two tenants would be a Dunkin' Brands, Dunkin' Donuts. So get a coffee shop kind of thing going on, because as you guys remember, we've got a Hampton Inn and Suites by Hilton that's right across the street, and this one will be directly next to a Holiday Inn Express. Two hotel chains. People at hotels, they like to grab a quick breakfast. Sometimes they're not always, they're either up before or don't have time to go through a continental breakfast that those two hotel chains provide. Also forgot there's a American Best Value Inn and Suites on this road. There is another hotel that will be going in behind Chick-fil-A. I'm not the developer on that one, so I don't have a timeline for that. But there is also a Quality Inn also down the road from this one. So we drove by the site. We're going to kind of take a look at what else is around. Even though I drive this road every day, it's important to take a look at what's going on. Sometimes in our day-to-day routine, we get caught up, and we're on autopilot, so to speak. We're on autopilot, and that is not the way to get a deal done. Sorry, I had to swap out arms. So, we're going to take another drive down here, make sure we don't see anything else going in, double check that we know the competition for our tenants, because we want successful tenants. Successful tenants make a successful building. And do a little bit of legwork for your tenants in the market that you're planning on building in, they're going to appreciate you for it, typically. The notable exception to that is Starbucks. So they're gonna do what they want to do, and I mean, as corporate tenants do, they know their numbers. They know where they like to be at. They've got a lot of extra data points that we don't have as developers. However, what they don't have typically are a good boots on the ground strategy. They don't have that. It's one of those things that is, it's a problem for them. It's one that they clearly, have found a workaround for. Typically that's by sticking to major markets. Their secondary market program has been rather lackluster, honestly. If we're talking about number of successes they've had versus number of times they've failed, that's one of those things that the numbers just speak for themselves. Now, that's not to say that they're incapable of picking a good spot, or that somehow every spot they pick is going to be a loser. I want to clarify that, right off the jump. They do pick good spots sometimes, but I would argue that a lot of the corporate real estate guys and the brokers that they deal with, they don't understand rural markets or secondary markets, and they have a true kind of they're used to, well, if it's not within 15 minutes, no one's going to go to it, forgetting that a lot of rural markets, you may drive 20 minutes to get to a grocery store, or you might drive 30 minutes to go get tires, or you might drive an hour if your wife wants to go to Hobby Lobby or TJ Maxx or something like that. So it's just it's a lack of understanding from big city mentality to secondary or rural market mentality, and how that's going to work, how that's going to play. So those are kind of the things that we're looking at as we go through here and look at this thing. Last little bit, as you can tell, my car's kind of bumpy. The freeze did a number on our roads. They were not good before, and they are absolutely atrocious right now. The exception being Lonnie Abbott, where we're building this project. So right now we're going to go drive by our tenants, Dunkin's potential competition, and we're going to take a look at that. Fortunately, this is one of those advantages to being in a small town. You know where the competition is, and we can go do a drive, like a drive-by of them, pretty easily. This is not a major market where within 10 minutes you might have 12 donut shops. This is not that kind of a market. There are 2 donut shops here in town. One is a Daylight Donuts franchise. The other one is a one-off mom and pop donut shop. Daylight Donuts is known pretty well in this area. They are not a large brand, but they've been in the area since, I think it's 1955 or 1965. They've been around for quite some time, competing with, other national brands or national brands in larger markets like Norman, Lawton, places like that. So to see this is to see them as no competition would be folly. They are probably the best set up, although their existing building it's bad. It's not good. Oh, and here's the other one, King Donut. And King Donut has basically zero parking. They share a parking lot with one real estate office and a wireless carrier, Cricket Wireless. However, they're nothing else. This is Daylight Donuts. It's in an old Taco Tico building, and I don't know if you can see that parking lot, but it is freaking horrible. They haven't done a CapEx on that parking lot in 20 years. I know, because that's the donut store that I used to go to in high school. So I'm familiar with what they've done to it. Again, advantages of playing in your own pond, so to speak. So that's the competition for the donut store. We're hitting 11 minutes on this video, so I'm probably going to edit it down. As we say, good luck. I'll see y'all later.